Hello everyone, welcome back. It's time for the finals Mappool showcase. Yet again, I'm joined with Half Slash and Legless.
What a bunch of banger matches that we were just playing. This is where it gets super hype. I'm actually kind of sad that there aren't as many matches this round as there were earlier on in the tournament, but that's the price you gotta pay for hype.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, 15 minutes behind schedule, but I'd say it was well worth it. Like, two back-to-back bangers at least, right? And I'm pretty sure the one before was also a banger, so. Woo!
Yeah, whenever you get into these rounds, it's pretty much just the top teams playing, so the matches are always just so entertaining. There's just so many good players on all the teams, and they all have like their own strengths and stuff. It's always fun to watch. Speaking of that, actually, we did see a pretty healthy map pick balance, I would say, throughout the last round. Like, there wasn't really any outliers that weren't picked or banned that much. Surprisingly, the most popular pick was Nomad 1.
Wow. People like their aim, I guess, but you know how it goes.
Yeah, but especially considering last round, no one touched free mod at all, maybe except the free mod 2, but there was a pretty healthy amount of picks for all maps this time around. So it's pretty nice to see everyone being able to pick different things. But yeah, so finals Mappool. It's definitely a step up, isn't it?
Yeah, we're getting to the home stretch now. We're getting into the, we already sort of broke the barrier of craziness starting, but now we're almost near the end. Now we're just gonna give the players, tell the players, good luck and just let them at them.
Oh yeah. So I heard some comments of the tiebreaker difficulty or whatever. So tiebreakers are typically harder in our pools, right, than the rest of the pool. So there's a break point right now when it comes to people. People's skill tends to break at around the 7.3 range. Anything once you get there, it's like the skill cap really starts to set in. So finals, right? This is the first full pool that we really get past that. So I'd say let's just get on with it, shall we?
Yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's get started. Nomad 1, mapped by Mordred. It's time for Danzai no Solitude.
Wow, literally the same band as the last HD one. Who would have thought?
Damn, that's crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so this one is a bit inflated in terms of star rating, right? It's 7.5, but it's easier than that because BPM is also up by about 10. So there's also just a couple bursts and such that are kind of driving this SR up. So aim-wise, it is a step up. It's not like some of the other picks we had where BPM went up and aim didn't go up. So it's still the aim step, just star rating's a little bit higher than you would expect. I think most people would expect something like 7.4. It's 7.5 instead. But
star rating doesn't mean anything. Star rating is a social construct.
Oh, also, the card and the game will say that this map is 5 minutes long. It's 4:30, I think.
When you intro,
not 5 minutes long. We have another map in the pool like that this week that does a little bit of a funny. I guess there's a long break at the beginning, so it thinks it's counted. But no, this is not a 5-minute Nomad 1.
Pretty much.
I love it. I don't know why people would even complain if it was actually 5 minutes, though. I don't know. That's just me, though.
Well, if they have to play 3 times, maybe.
Fair.
True.
Actually, I will say, because before this we talked about how the last pool, the tiebreaker, was much harder than everything else. I think this week it's kind of the inverse. I would say a lot of the maps that are more focused on niche skill sets are going to be way harder than the tiebreaker is, I think.
Oh yeah, probably.
Not to say the tiebreaker isn't difficult, though.
True.
Yeah, but the tiebreaker has much more of an accessible skill set. I guess it's like an hour or two before we get to it, but
yeah,
just worth pointing out. I think the maps are going to be pretty hard on their own this time around.
I don't know, dude. What else are we gonna do in the 4.5 minute long Nomad 1?
So I should mention that this is not actually entirely Mordred's map. He collabed it with a guy named Yogurt. So,
Wait, but why isn't he listed?
Look, he was ghost mapping. Like, that's basically why.
It's not ghost if you mention it.
Okay, but anyways.
Yeah, just ignore all of that. It's all Mordred.
All Mordred. I mean, you couldn't tell if I didn't say it, right? So
that's fair. This doesn't look exactly like a Mordred map.
I don't know about that, dude. This is a pretty Mordred map, dude. Like, especially it's got the Mordred background too. Like, you know, it's a Mordred map.
The background is you looking at the monitor while playing Osu tournament.
With the tilt?
I don't know.
I mean, I know people get pretty tilted when they play No Mod 1 and they miss, but like, I don't think that's what the background was intending to convey, dude.
Maybe you're like that League player, Reckless, and you play with the tilted monitor.
Alright.
Some people do that, in like some popular esports, there are legit pro players that play with tilted monitors. It's really weird. I imagine if you sit there like the whole day with your head like tilted that way.
Yeah, that
like
can't be,
what
that
happens
can't
to
be
your
healthy.
neck? Like, ow, what the fuck? Kind of a permanent tilted head.
Oh yeah.
You guys better be glad this is not unhidden.
Oh man.
I wouldn't mind.
I map with a 10-degree tilt on my monitor, so you're like Anxiant.
Ooh, those mapper callouts, bro. Like, he doesn't even map anymore.
Dude, I actually really like Anxiant. I'm sad that he doesn't map anymore. Oh well.
Unlucky.
Okay. All right, we got all our filler commentary out, right?
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Well, the next five? The next 5 maps are pretty quick. So let's get right into it. No Mod 2, map by Chemo, Socius.
Sus.
This is a song.
Yeah. Yet another sound vortex. So if you watch Corsace Close, this is like the grand finals No Mod 2 that Chemo did for that one, but it's like 2 minutes and not as stupidly difficult. So
Pretty much. So this one has a bit more variable spacing than the previous round. Generally, it's a lot more aim focused. So we've also BPM hiked a bit. So last round we stayed at 200, kind of like the previous round. This one, it's like, all right, we're like 10 BPM higher at 211. So it might stop some people and it might not. But streams are generally long. It's just kind of like aim checks. I wouldn't say that stamina is really going to be tested if you can just tap this BPM.
yeah, the aim is the super hard part here.
I guess if you aren't too well versed in lower BPM, there's kind of like a 1/3 section towards the middle, like we're kind of seeing here. But this is more or less free combo. So.
Yep. I love 1/3. I've noticed that in Corsace there's like way more 1/3 than anywhere else. I mean, it's because we can custom it, so it's like cool, but like it's kind of funny.
I mean, they're usually they're in a lot of songs. It's just a lot of people don't map them because I don't know. Anyways, let's debate. Best left off screen.
Yeah. When you arpeggiating on the piano. Yeah, Elim Nerps or Spring Meal is Kaneko Chiharu, by the way. Fun fact.
Definitely
That is
sounds
very
like it.
fact.
So, pretty experienced artist there on that No Mod 2. Chemo Sound Voltex, who could have seen that one coming?
All right, so for No Mod 3, quite a step up in difficulty from the other previous 2 maps, I would say. We have a couple of super players this week, and none of them FC'd this. So let's get into No Mod 3 Electrolytes by Captain and Rego. This gets so tough. This gets actually just insanely tough.
Rego's part used to be
We're
so dumb.
now in the finals. I don't expect any FCs on this.
Tuna like considered it god mode if he could like FC the second half. He did it once though.
Oh yeah, like you'll see, right? We're just building up to it, but this gets insane, right? So let's see. I believe we have some BPM hike here. We're at 194 BPM, so it's very fast. And most of what this focuses on, as you can see, is the slider aim, right? Like, we haven't had too many, like, big slider aim maps yet, in this slot, so here's one.
Yeah, this is it. This is, I would say we're now into, like, top level territory for this skill set. Like, this is stupidly hard.
You guys ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the warm-up, right? And it's, of course, we had to bring Rego out of the woodworks for this one, right? Like, he's been chilling for most of Corsace, right? Put him with captain, and then we got this thing, so.
Yep. Speaking of the track, this is like, it's funny because it's like basically Camellia fanboying, because I know Kanamiko. Like, I've actually talked to him before. He gave me, like, he recorded an entire Camellia stream VOD back when he didn't save his VODs on Twitch, when he was producing music. And I bet he was like studying that entire VOD for like 5 hours of straight, just to like try to make his own music similar to it. But actually not a bad imitation, to be totally honest. Alright, so here we get into the Rego section. You guys are not ready.
I would say this part is much harder. Like, much harder.
It needed to be nerfed. And it's still harder.
We had some pretty like last minute like balancing attempts when we realized this one is just way too hard compared to the first half. I think we also just buffed the first half in compensation for how hard some of these patterns are. It's manageable now, but it's still just one of those sections that I don't think anyone will FC. The amount of like aim control that's required in this is pretty tough.
Oh yeah, like.
Oh yeah, you go ahead, Happy.
The challenge here is definitely like you have to hit all of these fast sliders, and then it's like you have to hit some like space triples and doubles along the way.
There's one slider that I just find so stupid. By the way, the background I think is from Contact Collection, which is close to Azure Lane,
Yeah.
but not quite.
Also, watch that stream.
Oh! There's a slider coming up that I just find so funny because it's just so unhinged. That one! It goes across the entire screen!
Yeah, so we're in finals now. It's kind of hard.
Dude.
Yeah.
Corsace 2025. One slider literally like a freaking kick slider covers the entire screen.
OC technology.
OC technology.
All right, now for a pretty uncommon song for the Nomad alt. Let's get into City Escape by Hobbs.
Sonic.
We really pulled out the Sonic for this one.
Guys, Flying Tuna score.
Okay. Anyways,
Can I server
don't
mute
redeem.
Legless? I'm gonna server mute Legless.
What? Come on.
Yeah. Anyways, so we basically, this is kind of the point where the alt maps really start getting weird, right? So last time around, like what you saw, kind of like the progression towards that. This time we again dropped the BPM, and this time we just like have some more long chains that just go wacko with the aim. There's definitely a bit more fast aim in this one than most are used to, but plenty of stuff that is just, stupid to read. So it's kind of scattered throughout. Yeah, and it's also on Sonic, so have fun with that.
I'm actually pretty sure this was a project that Hobbs was working on a long time ago, but just decided to like finish for Corsace, right?
You're correct. This is actually one of the first things Hobbs tried to map. And so this is actually a remap now that he's gained some experience.
Yeah, because I recognized the song when I got the map, and I was like, wait, I have a really old set of this by Hobbs. I was like, wait, so he just finished it? Yeah, it's pretty nice.
One small thing of note that probably isn't going to be that noticeable. It's one of those songs where they're not necessarily playing on time, so lots of seemingly random offset changes throughout the song here. Timing should be okay, but I mean, you can see like the card says it's like 267 to 273. Like that's pretty accurate. It kind of changes here and there. It's not super consistent.
Yeah, Fiery, get on it.
The usual. This is how the process goes internally. Whenever there's a timing problem, they give it to me, and then I time it, and then when we release the map, I just tag Fiery and tell him to time it.
Fiery, don't play Corsace next year. We need you on the staff teams just for timing.
So true.
Yeah, can you lose?
We're cursing Boom internally. In before Home actually wins the entire tournament.
I mean, it could.
Yeah, I mean, they could. It's a possibility, yeah. Ooh. You better be glad Tuna missed there, because otherwise you wouldn't have your stupid 7-2-7 score. But yeah, a lot of random, like, just all over the place patterns in this map. You just need to flail your cursor very quickly and very precisely.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm unaware of the BPM. I'm aware of the BPM. Just shut up, please.
Oh my god, dude. Just...
What have you done, dude?
You blame the people who made this song, duh. Freaking hell.
Anyways. Alright, no mod 5.
Yes. No mod 5 this time around. I can't play this, of course, but I'm pretty big fan of this. Let's get right into it. It's going to be a map by Gordon. The blasphemous psalm to the dummy god creation.
Metal.
It's nuts.
This is a speed gate if you've ever seen one. Like, this map is a freaking speed gate. Oh my god.
Clocks in at apparently most of the map I believe is 250, not 260, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, so basically all of those death stream parts, like the one you just witnessed, that's 250. So it's like we just kind of we dropped the BPM by 10 and we just jacked up the stream length. Like it's just, you have to really be able to hit those bursts consistently for that part. As far as the like rest of the map, like all the filler parts, they're all 260. We don't know why. Metal composers are just insane, I guess. So
no, the metal players, the guitarist must have been speed gated. That might have actually been what happened. I'm not even joking. It could be that the guitarist just barely cannot strum at like 260 BPM, so they just deliberately made it 10 less for those sections. I'm not a guitar player, but it could be.
That is a very interesting compositional note.
Or the drummer.
Yeah, so obviously, you know, between those stream sections, there's not too much going on, right? There's some like triple, single stuff just to keep you awake, right? But it's nothing too insane. This is really like where it's like, all right, you just gotta be warmed up, right? You really gotta be warmed up. If you're not warmed up, you're just gonna die. That's it.
I am seeing some comments. This is double tappable, but good luck. Good luck with your 85%.
Yeah,
like most of the map is easy enough that like if you actually double tap for this and you tank your act, even with an FC, your score is going to be a lot lower than everyone else, I think.
Yeah, there's also aim part, so there's that. Very typical of like kind of like those like metal maps that people used to have. Like I just see this and I think like some of those like Flesh God Apocalypse type maps, like where it's just long, fast streams. That's kind of what's going on here.
Yeah, it's a lot like that closed map that wasn't custom that I used. The Rings of Saturn map, Senseless Massacre, yeah. Mouse easy double tap that one actually.
Yeah, it is double tappable, I guess, but I mean, have fun with your 80 act. There are people that can actually play this properly. You're gonna lose to them, so.
Yep. Have fun, guys.
All right. Okay, let's clown around a little bit, shall we?
Oh my god, this map
This is-
makes no sense.
All right, so funny story about this map before you see it, because it's gonna look crazy. It's no mod. It's finals no mod 6, right? Just know that Flying Tuna Sight Red FC this in multi of all things. That's just remember that. Let's get into it. So no mod 6. Okay, I'm Blue Rat by Ice Cult. Let's play some more fucked up taiko music.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one's interesting story. So Ice Call, actually, you know, he's been taking the back seat for most of Corsace. We saw a ton of him last year. This year he's been taking it easy. He's like, oh my god, I'm glad I don't have to make 13 maps or whatever he did last year. So we got him on No Mod 6. I needed someone to go ham. This one has a bit of a backstory. We were originally planning to use this other weird song, but like the timing was messed up, so we had to get him to do this. And you'll probably notice this is going to be uploaded with 2 difficulties. The Madonkadonk difficulty, which is the opposite of this one, where it's just precision, like, rhythm reading. This is just, like, aim rhythm reading on big circles, so...
Dude, what are the rhythms? I don't understand what the rhythms are in this track, like, legit.
They're
Like,
pretty consistent, which is nice. Like, after you play this a couple times, they're always mapped to the same thing. I would say the deadliest part for a lot of the people is going to be that burst that just happens there. That is a lot of different snaps. There's no aim or anything. It's just a lot of speed, but it literally just goes from like 1/3 to 1/4 to 1/6 in like half a second. That one right there. It's pretty crazy. Other than that, a lot of it is just going to be coming down to aim. Like, you are still going to be able to, even if you can't understand like what's going on, you're still more or less able to play this just because of the aim. Like, the AR is not too low that it's not unreadable, and because none of the patterns are necessarily like stacked or anything, like you're still going to be able to play this even if you get like bad accuracy or whatever.
Yeah, it is quite dense, though. Like, AR9 on 256 BPM equivalent is quite tough for a lot of teams, especially as the spacing varies. So you have to manage that, and you have to manage a little bit of rhythm along with it. It's kind of whack.
although CS3 does make the density seem a little lower than it is.
Quite deceptive. Yeah. Have fun with this one.
Real, please don't. Okay. Man, I love this diff name. Ass Ketchum. It's like Pokemon. Haha, funny. Blue Rat, haha. Rattata. Wait,
Yeah.
Rattata's not even blue. Okay,
True.
where does the song name come from? I don't understand. I literally do not understand.
The song name?
Yeah, what is it like? Why? Like, what is the naming?
I don't know. It's just a fucked up taiko song. Like,
Yeah,
that's all it is.
yeah. I guess.
Like,
I guess I don't.
the
have to-
actual name of the song, like, it's not even like a translation or anything. So sometimes it do be like that.
Yep.
All right, time for chat to die again. I think, unless this got nerfed and this is no longer valid. Let's get into Hidden One. The map by Fedora.
No.
Umiyuri Katetan. This is. Oh, thank God it got changed. All right. Yeah, this is a lot of snap aim. Lots and lots and lots of snap aim.
We did not see it. This used to be 7.27 stars, but no longer is. This is so
Alright,
sad.
we're server meeting like this.
You can't
Anyways.
have head staff now.
Anyways, okay, so, yeah, this is 240 BPM awkward aim, right? Fast awkward aim. Everyone loves that, right? So we got it for you here in finals.
Yeah,
Quite-
this is pretty. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely kind of the opposite of the one last time. This one focuses a lot more on just like big linear wide patterns rather that are really short, rather than like the continuous like chains
Yeah,
at lower BPM.
check out this Kiai here. This is where the pain is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is very similar to the one in closed, but this was mapped before the one in closed. This is the closed one was like, okay, I already mapped this map. He's just gonna make like an even harder version of it for the the closed grand finals.
Pretty much. So here it's chain lengths are actually reasonable, but god, these patterns are like, they're killers. Oh yeah, someone was asking, oh, what VTuber is in this round? Here's your VTuber. Like this is your VTuber.
There was no VTuber last round, right?
No, there was VTuber. It was the one that amateur map.
Oh, yeah, that was a
the
cover of an
VTuber
anime song. Ugh.
Yeah, VTuber cover of Yukitoki. Yeah, that was the VTuber. This is the VTuber for this round. So
God, I'm coping, malding, and seething right now.
the CO 2021 VTuber. Let's go. Anyways. So there was a, I think this song has already been mapped. There's like a gem cover by Lorelei. I think that's ranked or loved or something.
Yeah, PP.
Yeah, here, this is the not PP version of that. I remember that Fedora actually wanted to replace this MP3 after one point. He mapped it with this, and then he was like, I kind of want like the Miku version, it bangs. And everyone thought it was just like god-awful. Like, you know it's bad like when, like, you know, we're swapping out for the VTubers, so that's what we did. We swapped it back. Had to bribe him a little, but he did it.
Kind of funny that you can just replace a cover and it's the same because, you know, the instrumental is the exact same.
Yeah, I
Damn,
mean, we had to
that's
adjust
crazy.
off that, but...
We are past the age of using computers to masquerade as anime girls. We're now at the point where we get real people to masquerade as anime girls.
Yeah.
Should be the opposite, if you think about it.
Pretty much.
Backsay though? Yeah, we... Okay, you have time, so I'm gonna say this. So, while Backsay was playing through all the maps of this round, he was still online. So there were like 20 random people on Osu trying to spectate him. And they were like, map? Can someone NP map? Can someone NP map? And Cavo like trolled them for like 2 entire hours. It was really sad. Oh god. Can't believe he actually didn't see. It's so funny.
Basically, it's just a low combo FC, don't worry. But anyways.
High combo, not FC.
Now, low combo FC comes later.
Yeah,
True.
But for now, we've got someone else that's pretty similar, I think. Let's jump into Hidden 2 by Real Lazy. Whoa!
Wow.
Killing rhythm. But this
Yeah.
one is insane. This one is actually insane. This is peak Real Lazy for sure. It doesn't get better than this.
Yeah, not so distant relative, Relazy, coming in for the hidden stream pick, right? This one is quite different from last week's, despite being similar to BPM, because this one isn't as whack as far as, you know, the actual song. It's a lot more regular in terms of the rhythm complexity, but it is just way more continuous, like way more dense with some of these like bursts.
This map is so ridiculously fun, dude. It's amazing.
I love DJ Neosuke. Yeah, 200 BPM is kind of a thing on this map, you know? It's a module.
Think about it, we've kind of had the same BPM for Hidden 2 for a bit, right? Like, yeah, technically we dropped it down to 128 last round, but it was really like 192, and it's like, before that we had 200, so now we're back up to 200, and we're hitting them with the much bigger spacing, like, consistent bigger spacing streams, so. Yeah. Slight precision elements, by the way, with being, like, closer to CS 4.3, but nothing too unmanageable for most people.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's precision, but just a lot of the way the patterns are shaped up to be a lot of very specific shapes that require you to change your aim at like certain parts, especially during the streams. I would say,
Like that one.
lots of aim control required just to be able to aim it properly.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah, I mean it plays very well. So I keep just praising this map, but it's amazing. It's really good.
Yep.
Map
Easily my favorite this round.
I'll go ahead.
I'm just basically saying for this one, it's like mechanics plus reading down on this one. So as a delta from last round.
Yeah. That map used to be 6.66 stars, by the way. But we broke the cool star rating gimmick once again. Feels bad, man.
Oh my god, dude.
It sucks whenever that happens, but you know, whatever. Whatever.
Oof.
Okay, moving on now to the last hidden, the low AR hidden. It's going to be a map by Kip Alt. Long name. Chinurareta Kadojo no Tsuyoku. There you go. Also, same thing here. Card is probably going to say this is like 5 minutes. It's not. It's around, I think it's 3:16.
It's like 3.5, but yeah, it's quite long. So Simholic, featured artist, featuring Hatsuki Yura as a vocalist. K-Kip loves his Yura, so I told them there's gonna be a Yura slot, and he didn't know what it was, and I didn't either. And then we found it. I was like, oh look, here's a Yura slot.
This is pretty challenging for a low AR pick. I think it's a little bit unconventional. A lot of just mostly varying aim types. Like sometimes it just goes into flow aim and then suddenly you just have to snap like really far away. This was built as a higher AR map than it is right now. We had to lower it because it was too easy. It's pretty hard now. A lot of patterns are pretty uncomfortable at this BPM and at this AR, so yeah, good luck.
Yeah, so this is kind of like the successor map to actually the map we had in finals last year. So Density Alt, right? It's kind of what we're going for on this one. It's like the patterns themselves relatively simple to read, not so simple to aim. You know, density's jacked up. You know, flow aim. That's kind of what you have out here.
Surprised this map. I'm surprised this song actually works so well for this map. This is like a no mods 1 song, honestly. Well, a little too fast, but you know what I mean.
It's like it's kind of like a similar song for like what the free mod one that we had last week, right?
Yeah.
That
or even a hidden one, like the one for this week. It's a similar BPM as well, so.
Yeah, pretty much. So it is this definitely like if you struggled with the density from last week, you're gonna like you're gonna struggle with this one too. But otherwise, this is just like the natural progression from that.
Yep. Exactly, Akoro. How do you snap this shit? You don't. Or you are Yoke Spy, or like Badu or something. Or Fancy Lad, or whatever. Also, this map's still long. It's not actually 5 minutes, but it's still long. So, you know, nerves.
3.5 minutes is quite long for this type of thing, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels long.
Happens.
Go next moment. This is not the last time you're gonna see a sub 6 star in the tournament, though. Wink, wink.
I mean, come on, man.
There is actually one other this round, so.
Oh yeah, true. You're right. Okay. That map is actually just the hardest map of the pool, though, and it's also the lowest star rating map in the pool.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not the lowest.
Wait, no, it's not lower than this one.
Yeah.
Oh well, whatever.
Second lowest. Okay, all good. Anyways, now we're on to Hard Rock. So we got something special for you guys. Yeah, we have an Undead Corporation song. Kasukeshi Mono E. So this is 200 BPM, streamy-ish, like sort of song. Kind of the complement to last round, where last one had like, okay, it was mainly aim focused, but it had like a few space bursts here and there. This one is kind of like your 2014 like Hard Rock Farm, just upscaled to current day mechanics. So think of like how Super Nuka World was like streamy and like 170 BPM, just like really dense in terms of tapping, but not at the same time not a stamina check. Kind of what's going on with this one.
So Undead Corporation is basically just Super Nuka World.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, basically.
Indistinguishable. Mappool and Undead Corporation, literally same person.
Yep.
Yeah, flow aim is definitely tested a bit more than last week on this one. We'll say that much.
If I'm not mistaken, I also had an old set of this song by Zelk. Is this also finished like a an extra difficulty for that or something?
No, actually, well, this was mapped by someone else's No Mod tournament. And so Zelk, but I asked Zelk to kind of map this one because that person could finish. So
makes sense. All right, I understand that. Yeah, this is actually an extremely clean map. I really liked it when I saw it when I was looking over the pool.
Yeah.
Once again, bringing back the whole like aim and speed half or aim and stamina, like aim and stream sort of 50-50 sort of map.
Consistency, basically.
The Hard Rock players map.
Yeah. Slight little cheeky note. The circle size is like 0.1 higher, so there's a little more precision than last week in the Hard Rock one. Just a little.
Quite a few linear jumps in here. Very reminiscent of Mordred style mapping.
Yeah, but that's during the free combo parts. Like, just it'll be fine. Easy jumps.
I don't know if you're shaking.
Dude, just don't miss. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's Hard Rock 1, right? Like, don't miss. Like, that's kind of how this tends to go.
Guys, that's the secret to winning tournaments in Osu, by the way.
There are some. I will note that there are some 1/3 parts. Like,
yeah,
here.
they're pretty big spaced.
Don't sight read this. Like, just because it's Hard Rock 1 does not mean you should be sight reading.
I don't know, dude. I don't think Hard Rock, like HR1 should be sight read in any situation, realistically. I wouldn't consider it as safe as, No Mod 1, obviously, 2, or even DT1 if you're comfortable with high AR.
Hey, man. You'll be surprised, like, what people do with pools. Like,
yeah, well, not everybody has that much time in their life to practice O2 tournament pools.
True.
Surprisingly low star rating on this thing, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this would be way higher.
It doesn't need to be. It really doesn't.
Yeah. So, yeah, Listia said. Oh, you go. Will you say that, Azer? Actually,
yeah. Before we actually get into that, so like we said, like this map kind of has a little bit of everything. Hard Rock 1 tends to deviate a little bit more towards more of like has every skill set, like every like mechanical skill set type thing. It's not just an aim map. Reason for that is because we've got to make room for picks like this. So let's get into Hard Rock 2 by Nakano Itsuki. Feel Seasickness by Camellia.
Wow, you weren't going crazy.
Yeah, no, this is hard. This has probably been the hardest map to balance, I would say. Would you agree with that, Half? This round, at least.
Yeah, I would say this is, yeah.
A lot of pretty wacky things in this. Pretty much a contender for the hardest map in the pool, I would say. Even after several nerfs it got. Lots of, I mean, if you're familiar with the song, this just has a lot of like very weird snappings. Mostly a lot of quintuplets, so I guess 1/5. But yeah, just a lot of rhythm complexity in this. The actual like tapping when you're playing doesn't necessarily have any of the rhythm complexity, but just understanding what you're playing is a little bit hard. This is definitely a pick you practice more than once or twice.
Man, so much jank.
Yeah. It is just, this is whack, right? Like, you've got aim control, you've got rhythm, you have sliders, like, this is whack.
Low-key was waiting for a good map of this track, though, and this kind of delivers.
Yeah, it's whack.
Oh wait, I think Taku has a map of this track, or is that Spatial Temporal Shockwave?
No, Taku has a map of this, because I know this because, Nakano Itsuki, aka Star Sticks, copied a rhythm from his map, and was like, yeah, I didn't know what to do here.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do here, so I just copied Taku's rhythm.
Big brain.
And he said he did that for, like, anytime he got stuck, that's what he did. He just copied the rhythm from Taku.
Wow. Inspiration.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that isn't so immediately obvious in the song. Did try to iron out the map so that those parts are the most playable that they can be, like reasonably for final stage. So hopefully it's in a good spot. Just not 100% sure of that. I would say this just might be a very hard map compared to everything else.
Very.
Let's turn things around now for the Hard Rock Precision pick by Ryusei Aika.
Wow, Aika. I wonder what that means.
Yeah, it's Envy Baby. And this is a little bit... I mean, this is something else. I'm not really sure how to describe this type of map, honestly, but it's fun.
Yo, you know how we said Hard Rock 1 wasn't an aim map? Okay, so here's our aim map. We put it in precision. Yeah, we kind of did this in an earlier pool. I think we did it in round of 16. We kind of did the same thing here, except that one was a lot simpler. This one is not. This is actually lower star rating than the last week's precision pick, because awkward aim just kind of goes nuts on this one. It's 170 BPM, so it's going to be pushing the low density window for a lot of Hard Rock players. And some of these patterns are quite foreign, right? Like, you think you'd be hard rocking Helix. You're not hard rocking Helix, you're hard rocking a Ryusei Aika map. Like, there is some whack stuff in this. So,
finally the original song.
Oh yeah, apparently this song has been mapped a ton, and yeah.
But it's all covers.
Just some insane stuff. Like, you have cross-screen, like, linear anti-jumps, like that one before the break. It's just like, you know, and you have to hit that on CS 5.2, right? We did not... Just because we dropped the SR does not mean we dropped the CS.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing kind of a theme of cross screens now. I wonder why. Maybe it's because the game like just needs to be that difficult now.
Yeah, it kind of just needs to. You guys are getting too good. Slow down.
Especially at aim, like, Jesus.
Dominant hand.
Yeah. So this has a couple, like, 1/6s in here, but they shouldn't actually, like, tapping gate anyone. Like, they're really easy to hit. Even if you're not too great at tapping. But yeah, have fun. Lots of linear precision jumps.
Unfortunately, missing that. We've seen that linear pattern in like 3 maps so far. Pretty funny.
Hey, linears are all the rage, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Now you gotta do the 150-degree angle to get the most PP.
Whew.
It's true, though.
Alright, DT time. Take it away.
Oh, yeah, okay, so the next map. Actually, I think this is the best DT1 in the tournament. Lucent does it really well. By the way, when you Pinky Jones brub hog.
Is there a map from like 2012?
Yeah, but it's the TV
background?
size.
Okay.
Oh, yes, it is the same
song. Okay.
Yeah, it's the same song with the TV size.
I was reaching really far back in my memory to try to remember that. It looked familiar.
Oh yeah. So this is oh my god, it was so funny. We a lot of the people on like Sound Team and the Mappers, right? They played in this tournament called 5-Digit Feuds a couple years back, and the song Pinky Jones was kind of picked in the Hard Rock. It was like a drain pick or something. And the pooler, this was like when the spreadsheets had comments like on the side. So the pooler wrote just for this one, "When you Pinky Jones brupog." And so that team of mappers went in to play it. They won it because of like someone like drained out on the other side, and then they were like, okay, from now on we're gonna just like shitpost this warm up. So there's this like team like collab map that's just the most ridiculous thing. And Lucent didn't know of any of that context. So everyone saw him pick this song and we're like, he put like 4 other options and just we told him he couldn't pick he couldn't map anything else. Like, this was the one he had to go with.
I didn't know that. That's actually really funny. What the hell?
It's insane, yeah. anyways, a little bit more about the map. It's 270, so you know your index finger is going to be burning for this one. There are a couple bursts, but nothing you can't handle if you can play 270. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like nothing too crazy here. Oh right, this is from an incest anime, so have fun.
We actually replaced the DT3 song, but it was also a little questionable. But unfortunately, now that we don't have that, we can't make jokes about it anymore.
Honestly, the new DT3 song complements that whole theme, but like I think it's more of
but it's
our
indirect.
DT2. Since we replaced the DT2, it's not as funny. But anyways.
Oh wait, the DT2 was the one that was. Oh wait, no, it was the DT3. Okay,
well,
whatever.
no, we
both
replaced
of them
both.
Yeah,
we replaced both, but.
I think the songs in the whole DT pool are degen enough, so
Yeah. Well, we had to get something that's not as degen.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yup.
All right, so here's something that's not degen.
Well, it is degen if you like play the game for like 5. Okay, you just say it. Just say
it's fine, dude. It's Toho DT. Who would have thought?
I thought there was way more Toho DT than there actually is. This is only the only second. There's only 2 Toho DT2s, and this is the other one.
Yes. Zun DT2. You know, Aiden BH123. You know, he made a precision pick earlier on. Also, he's named some anime character like Kurasuga. I don't know.
Kurashina Asuka.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, so. Last week, we had a bit of a weird DT2, so this week, we don't have a weird one. We scaled it up to 240. This one has a lot more aim on bursts, so no double tapping for this one. But also not as really that much finger control. This is really all about, like, burst consistency with, like, a little bit of, like, aim so you don't fall asleep when you're hitting the burst. And I think some of the streams do get a little long here. Like, we do have, like, some 24, like, 32 note, like, streams at 240. But there's a lot more recovery time. It's not Sorceria, and I'll tell you that much. So,
I'll tell you guys though, this boss fight is suffering. Don't play Toho, guys.
Hey, come on! Imperishable Knight is a really
actually Imperishable Knight is unironically the easiest game in the series.
Yeah, like what are you talking about, dude?
Well, to be fair, I actually don't have an Imperishable Knight Lunatic. I only have PCB. PCB is easier for sure.
Yeah, well. Oh, Lunatic? You're talking about Lunatic, man? Like, I just played the normal dips? Like, holy crap.
Okay, the hardest normal is Subterranean Animisms. or UFO. No, UFO's harder. Never mind, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Marisa route is way easier. The Marisa boss fight is so much easier than the Raven fight.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hate this. Oh,
alright. Looks like we got another DT. So we got DT3. This one is actually a featured artist song. We have Kitty Foiled by Black Y. So this one, we had to go through the ringer on this one. Like, low accuracy SS coming at you with another map, right? Had one last round, Nebulous. This one is not Nebulous. Low accuracy SS, it's not really much of an insane diff mapper, but wanted to make this anyway, so it was a bit of a learning curve on this one. So, but we got there. So Black Y, oh yeah, by the way, the BPM's higher. We're now at 278 BPM on the speed picks, because, you know, we just had 2 rounds of 270, so it's like, you guys should be able to go faster now.
Yep.
This one is, like, on a streamy song, so in general, like, I'd say the speed patterns aren't as hard as they were in the last round pick, but they're just more frequent, simpler ones. So, you got a lot of quints into single chains, you got a lot of, like, triples into quints, quints into triples, a couple 9 bursts here and there. Nothing crazy like a 16 burst like you had in the last round, but in general, it's just, they're more frequent. The recovery time is lower. I guess some finger control is involved from sliders as well.
Yeah. This is a new map that we actually made low accuracy SS do, to replace the previous map, which was a Gorshit song, by the way. So you can imagine that it had a very questionable title.
Yeah, it didn't work. We were about to get Ball Sniffer V2.0, and yeah. Anyways. So yeah, so this one's pretty tough. I expect this to be a lot harder for most people because like even at 270, I guess even less rounds seems kind of a bit free, I guess. But this one is not bad.
When you ball sniffer bruh pog. Alright. Yeah, this song was also like used in Coffee Hispanic, but as a hidden pick. So it's kind of funny when you chose this song. It was like, oh crap, 2 tournaments in a row. But it's okay because it's DT.
Right, wait, what? Coffee Hispanic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
Who cares?
DT4!
Oh,
right,
no.
Listen, it's a Sound Voltex song, and I'm a Sound Voltex player, but I had nothing to do with this.
Oh, God.
So we've gotten a lot of teasing from some of our staff members on Twitter about this. So here it is, right? Like the infamous DT4 that you've long been waiting for. Onichan High Tech. True Onichanver. By Risyu featuring Choco, one of our featured artists, by the way.
We were deliberating on a background for this map for so long, and then Kimo found this. Okay, the background that you're looking at right now
this is the official
jacket.
This is the official jacket in Sound Voltex. Just yeah.
The tech, by the way. Look at those circular sliders. By the way, backside.
Yeah. So here's your tech DT. This one is a bit faster. It's 225 BPM, so it has some like finger control requirement. Some finger control, some slider aim, and it's high AR. This map is just messed up. This is your low combo FC, LCFC, Relay Z collab, so stuff is whack in this one. Like,
dude, this map is so weird. Like, it's actually really enjoyable and really nuts to play even on no mod. But it's like less than 5 stars on no mod. It's ridiculous. This could be a tech map in like any other tournament. Even though it's 150 BPM.
It's a tech map here, it's just a tech DT, right?
Yeah.
So it is whack. It is very whack.
Super whack. Dude, this background is so perfect because like I swear every Rish song, especially with like Choco vocalist, sounds super like Uncanny Valley when it comes to sound. So like it's so perfect because in the background, like it's so Uncanny Valley. You know what I mean? It's creepy.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Everything about this like song is Uncanny Valley.
Yeah.
It's a very weird experience. But you kind of like eventually you kind of like ironically start to like it.
Yeah. That's
like the song is just really funny the first couple times, but eventually it's just like the actual like instrumental behind it is just kind of a banger.
That's the problem. I hate this so much.
It's something for sure. All right, well, that's
Let's
DT out of the way. And then let's go with the free mod 1 by who would have guessed it? It's Spartan. And this is a little bit of a I don't know what we call this. I don't even know if you can call this any type of aim. Let's call this farm. This is a farm map, sure.
1-2, 1-2.
Yeah, you'll see why. This is a farm map. Also, this replay is with Hard Rock. I believe. Keep that in mind. Yes, it's a Hard Rock replay. So
map's actually AR9, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. It's tough.
Yeah. So this is the raw aim pick. And by raw aim, I mean, like, okay, no mod 1, let's face it, no mod 1's not hard for any aim player. So we had to have a map that challenged the aim players. This map is, like, it's very simple to read, right? None of these patterns are, they're like 1-2s for most of it. Like 1-2s, there's some, like,
even with it in.
Yeah. Cross screens, 1-2s, like, squares, right? You guys have hit all those patterns before. You haven't hit them for long chains and, you know, across the screen for, you know, basically 3.5 minutes plus, right?
All right,
so that's kind
of right here.
Yep. You just have like 1-2s into like awkward aim, and then you reset with like stacks, and then you just keep going. Like this is just it goes like the chains just go.
And the AR without Hard Rock is like low enough for these to be a little bit challenging with hidden. Nomon shouldn't be any problem whatsoever, but yeah.
Basically, this map, I expect most people to be able to play patterns. I don't expect people to be able to combo this. They're just like, you're just gonna shit miss. It doesn't matter like what you play it on. You played on hidden, played on hard rock, played on no mod. The result's the same, bro. You're just gonna miss randomly to some pattern that you hit. Like, I don't know. You hit it like 3 times and then you missed the 4th one, and then the next play you hit it the 7 times, you missed the 8th. Like, it's kind of how this goes.
I love aim.
Yeah, this is for the aim lovers, right? It's like, okay, maybe the high BPM, like, awkward aim is not your thing, right? So hidden one's like, eh. But then, of course, it's like, you just play this instead.
This is surprisingly lower BPM than I thought, though. It's like 187.
That's kind of what makes it so hard, right? Like, so, in general, like, we've seen comments from players when, usually regarding Minomod 1, that it's like, it gets a bit awkward, like, once the spacing actually gets too huge, which is like, you know, something mappers have been saying, why they don't like to push spacing, right? So, this map kind of takes advantage of that. Like, this is supposed to be hard to aim, so it's hard to aim.
This needed a couple buffs.
Yeah, not just in, like, the actual, like, jump patterns or whatever, but just the way the aim is structured in this map. There's a lot of, like, kind of, like, stop and go. Sometimes, like, the way the jumps flow is not that comfortable. Like, you have to make an effort to hit every single one of these. So, it's kind of straining in that way. It doesn't play itself. You know, like, a jump map usually, like, will be structured for every object to be, like, at its, like, ultimate, like, comfortable spot. Yeah, this is not. Like, these have to be aimed, like, individually, so it's pretty tough.
Can you imagine, like, the players' eyes when they play this map? It's just like...
Oh my god, I can't on this would be insane, but yeah.
It's a bit of a mentally straining map to play because of that. There's just a lot of, like, focus that's needed.
Yeah, I would say that it's fun to, like, if you want to, like, this is a map just looks like 1-2s if you just, like, are watching this video and the replay. But if you, like, control A the map and then hit, like, Q twice to un-NC everything, you'll just see how messed up the movement is. And you're like, what the hell? This is hiding behind these innocent-looking patterns? Yes. Yeah, it's hiding. Like, woof.
Okay, so, this is going to be a bit of an... this is 100% an experiment, I would say. Maybe it wasn't intended to be like this. But here's a very unique map that represents the skill set you probably have never seen in a tournament, or at least not in a long time.
Well,
and also,
just happened.
Yeah, and also the song is going to be a little bit familiar if you've played Corsace Close. Let's get right into it. It's a Great Fury of Heaven by Consumer of Bean. And listen, this replay, first of all, this replay is an FC. It's HDHR, keep that in mind. This is with hard rock. But the accuracy on this is 88%, and that is good. that is a fantastic accuracy for this map.
Yeah, this is actually an analog to a pick we had last year. We had an AC pick in hard rock, right? That was just like really low star rating, like piss in terms of mechanics compared to everything else, and it was just impossible to act. So this is kind of like the big brother of that.
Yeah, you know, the map itself is very simple. Like, there's nothing hard in the map. It's just the song is... Most of the song will be at 315 BPM swing, and then just listen to this and try to make sense of what's going on.
I don't know.
Speaking
of Corsace Close, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's...
It's not hard to FC or anything. We made sure this was as playable as possible, but this is essentially just going to end up being an AC pick. Like, it's 100% FCable, but A-ranking it is going to be a bit of a challenge, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely tank AC sort of a map. Density, it also gets kind of dense on hidden, despite being Air 9.3, kind of similar, but also intended version of a pick we had in these pools already. So
this was indeed mapped before large circle incident, though. Keep that in mind.
Yeah. We basically, Large Circle Incident came about because we were like, oh, you know, this song supports so much more than just this. So this is the ancestor.
Oh, by the way, as if this map wasn't hard enough at the time, in order to balance things up between Hidden and Hard Rock, because Hard Rock on this was just strictly just harder, I think we made the OD 9.5 or something like that.
Yeah.
So now it's just painful for everyone.
Yep. Everyone suffers.
But yeah, I mean, it's... I know this is going to be a little bit of a controversial map, I think, just because you're going to see some B ranks, and those are going to be good scores.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. It's easily FCable, though, I think, for every player that's in this stage. Not going to be a problem to FC this. It's just a lot of pattern learning, let's say that. But yeah, one more map to go, though. That was free mod 2, so let's get into free mod 3. Another map by Mordred, Out of Order, and here's your more typical standard free mod, the AR8 CS 5.3, not 5.0. And
no way, guys! 2 Mordreds in one pool. This is unacceptable.
Oh my god, he's got the first and the last of the regular pool. Let's put it that way.
True, he's the alpha and the omega.
True. Wait, but does that also make him the Sigma? Anyways,
no, dude. Consumer of Bean is the Sigma.
Okay, alright. So, this is, you know, Takanashi Yasuharu, right? We've seen a Mordred Takanashi Yasuharu map before in OWC. So, here we have one for Corsace. You know, this is low AR, low AR pattern aim, stream aim. There's stuff going on in this one. There's some doubles, but the stream aim kind of gets intense. This is being played with Hidden by Azer, actually. Wait, I'm pretty sure we had a better
this is literally the wrong replay.
This is the wrong replay. We had a nearly a choke.
I literally had almost an SS on this map, but I guess we're not seeing it, so that's too dumb.
That is actually unfortunate. Okay, so what the heck? Wrong replay. This is actually him with wait, why does it say HTHR2? The mods are wrong! Anyways.
Wow. Flop. No way.
Yeah, low AR, you know, small CS, Mordred pattern aim, it has some streams. That's kind of what's going on here.
Dude, these streams are actually kind of evil, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to hit these streams is... you're just where's this?
I didn't think they were that bad. They're pretty comfy on Hidden. Maybe on Hard Rock it's different. I didn't really try this with Hard Rock myself.
Wow, he did it better this time!
That's why we kept this replay. You smoked the Corsace logo.
Oh, yeah, okay, dude.
He has hair. It looks like a baby with hair. I'm so sorry.
Anyways.
Alright, so, I mean, we had a little bit of talk earlier about how this tiebreaker was relatively easier to the rest of the pool than last round was. Last round the tiebreaker was a lot harder. This one I think is a lot more manageable.
Yeah. Pretty familiar style. In fact, we kind of saw a map that was not custom used in closed. That was basically the same style and the same difficulty as this one. So
yeah, I forgot who collabed this as well. So why don't you announce this half slash?
All right. All right. So we have a we have a Daisuke Ishiwatari song. Memory of Tears 2, mapped by Keking, also known as Iljaz, and Deka. So we know Deka, yeah.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, no ways, right? This is, you know, alt BPM, awkwardish aim sort of a thing. And it's kind of like your Gens d'Arms, you know, Zora Arbitrator type tiebreaker, where it's just, higher BPM. This one's got a couple bursts here and there, just to make it not so free alt map sort of a thing. But, you know, we've seen this type of tiebreaker before. This is no real exception. So.
Wait. So yeah, we're using Tuna's replay? Damn. Vaxe was grinding this for 45 minutes straight. And everybody in the spectator chat was like, what is he playing?
Oh yeah, well I guess you just didn't get to play on this one. So I think this version though is outdated, like a little because we had to add in some of those bursts. So there's like a part there. It's definitely a bit burstier now, but yeah.
Yeah, there's not that much of a speed check in this. It's pretty playable, I would say. There's a few bursts that can be a little high BPM, right? This map, most of the map will clock at, if I remember correctly, 276. But it's around that. Maybe it's a little bit higher than that. It's a bit variable because timing is fun.
Aiden is surprised that I didn't flip my shit at him saying kecking instead of kuching. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I've heard it enough times already. Plus, I don't even play Genshin. Why would I be angry if I don't even play Genshin?
Oh, that's a dangerous thing to say in the world of OC these days.
Yeah, I mean, don't you have like all these Genshin streams like going on now? Like,
dude, I'm gonna get ganged by like my literal IRL friends for not playing Genshin. Even worse than like the OSU community.
What about me, bro? Like, anyways.
Yeah, but you're like old. You gotta pass.
Oh, okay, true.
But I'm a 19-year-old who doesn't play Genshin, which is never, literally not unheard of.
Oh man.
Hey, look, it's a Klein bottle slider. The Devious Banda special.
So true.
This is the sort of like middle part of the map before crap kind of gets real. You guys
the difficulty on this is actually really consistent as well. Like, come to think about it, there isn't necessarily any parts that stand out as being too easy or too hard or anything. Like, it's pretty much the same thing for 5 minutes. This is a very, very true consistency check.
Yeah, but this is the area that Vaxay was like getting mind blocked on when he was playing. Surprisingly enough.
Well, it's the part with like more of the snapping change sort of stuff.
Fair.
This song is so epic, by the way.
Yeah, actually, this is
so fitting for a tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's actually somewhat unconventional for like this the other songs I've heard from Daisuke Yoshitatari before. What is it from again? I forgot. Deca, can you provide us the sauce?
This really sounds like it's like a Blaze Blue sort of thing, though.
Probably.
Yeah. Oof.
Man. Deca hooked me up with the sauce for like Falcom, Sound Team JDK's, all of their like VSTs and stuff that they use to make their music. Yeah, that stuff's kind of epic.
Pretty epic. So it'll be some epic aim. Yeah.
Man. This looks like a Monstrata Mentee. Wait. Is Deca literally a Monstrata? Yeah, he was, right?
Yeah, he actually was.
That's a funny thing.
It's like, wow, it's like Twitch chat actually calling it out and being kind of correct.
Ouch. Sotark's Mentee map. Wait, was he Sotark's Mentee?
No, I think Iljaz might have started like that.
Ilias.
So, and like, this is a it is a collab partner, dude. Like, what? They're saucing the brutes, man. Like, they're saucing the mapper's roots.
Oh, this last part's so cool.
Yep.
It's like the coolest riff to just end the song. Like all the other songs that are like this, or like Dragon Force songs that do that. It's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Well, that wraps up the finals pool.
Man, we really at the home stretch now, but we are going to be seeing some pretty hype and contentious matches on this pool.
Yeah, probably also a lot of Mappool discussion for this one.
I don't know.
Into some pretty extreme ranges of niche and skill requirements. So, yeah.
Who cares? Map slap. That's it.
True.
That's all that matters. Oh man. But the thing is, if that's what finals is, well, I wonder what grand finals is going to bring us, huh?
I mean, come
Yeah.
on, come on. People have played. You guys probably know what to expect from Corsace for now.
To be fair, it's still easier than closed was, but closed was also a thing. A bit of a
1v1, and it
blunder.
was extreme.
a little bit extreme, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe last year a lot of these maps could have been considered to be like grand finals maps, but the thing is, like, player skill has just gotten so high, and it keeps getting higher and higher. So we kind of have to adjust for that. And even though these maps look pretty impossible to majority of us, there's a lot of people who can play them and like want to play stuff this hard, right? So there's still some more difficulty to go through, especially in grand finals. Somehow found a way to step some of these skill sets up a little bit.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
just a little bit enough to be noticeable, I would say. But yeah.
Corsace 2025. We literally have 10-star no mod 1. What?
Yeah,
Oh, man.
we're gonna wrap up this showcase though, but yeah, like we said, there's still the grand finals pool next week, and that one has a couple of surprises. Uh, so it's definitely not one to miss. But we're not done for this weekend though. I think we're gonna be taking a very short break, maybe even, and then we're gonna go over some semifinal stats with Fiery Rage. Any closing thoughts?
No.
Good luck.
Good thoughts.
Yeah,
All right, thank you, everybody.
I have
see you
no
guys.
thoughts.
No thoughts. Head empty.
Head
And
empty,
that's
yeah.
it for us.